Cavalleria Rusticana, rustic chivalry. Italian tragic grand opera founded on a story by Giovanni Verga, the Sicilian novelist. Music by Pietro Mascagni. Book by Giovanni Targioni Tozzetti and G. Menasci. First production, Rome, 1890. The scene is a Sicilian village of the present time on Easter Day. Characters: Turiddu, a young soldier, tenor. Alfio, the village carter, baritone. Lola, wife of Alfio, mezzo-soprano. Lucia, mother of Turiddu, contralto. Santuzza, a village girl betrothed to Turiddu, soprano. Villagers, peasants, and boys. Turiddu, a young soldier just returned from the wars, was pledged to marry Lola, but during his absence she has married Alfio. Santuzza enters the open square before the church and the tavern just as Lucia comes out of her house. She asks the mother where her son Turiddu is. Lucia is surprised and angry and will not tell, and when Santuzza persists in trying to find out, she says that she does not know. Santuzza then passionately begs her to take pity on her and tell her. Lucia then says that he has gone to Francofonte to buy wine. But when Santuzza declares that he has not, as he was last night seen in the village, Lucia suggests that he may have returned, and asks Santuzza to come in and see. Santuzza exclaims that she cannot enter the house, because she is excommunicated. Lucia asks what interest then her son has in her, but Santuzza does not answer. Just then, with loud cracking of his whip, Alfio enters accompanied by villagers. He is singing the praises of his faithful and loving wife Lola. Lucia accosts him, and he asks her if she has some of her old wine. She says that Turiddu has gone to Francofonte for it. Alfio denies it, saying that he saw him near his house. Santuzza motioned Lucia to check her surprise, and after Alfio and the people with him have entered the church, Santuzza tells her how Turiddu loved Lola before he went away, and how, coming back and finding her married, he made love to Santuzza herself, and that she returned his love. But Lola, not content, stirred up the old flame of passion in Turiddu, and now he is hanging round Lola and has deserted Santuzza. Lucia is sorely burdened and, at Santuzza's suggestion, goes into the church to pray for them both. Turiddu enters the square, and finding Santuzza alone, asks if she also is not going into the church. She says that she wishes to speak with him, and asks him where he has been. He says to Francofonte, but she denies it and says that he has been seen at the entrance of Lola's house. He accuses her of spying upon him, and she tells him that Alfio told her. He is alarmed and asks her to leave him, denying that he still loves Lola. When she reproaches him, he spurns her. Lola enters and asks Turiddu if Alfio has passed. When he answers that he does not know, she spies Santuzza and asks her if she is coming to Mass. But Santuzza replies that only those who have not sinned can enter the church. Lola feigns humility, and when Turiddu would follow her, bids him remain where he is, and enters the church alone. Turiddu is very angry with Santuzza, and is deaf to her pleadings, casting her upon the ground when she would detain him. After he goes into the church, Santuzza curses him in her wrath. Just then Alfio enters, and to him Santuzza tells her story and of his wife's perfidy. Alfio is finally convinced, and though he restrains his anger, vows such summary vengeance that Santuzza is alarmed and regrets that she has spoken. They both leave the square, but in different directions. The people come out of the church, and Lucia enters her house. Turiddu takes the opportunity to speak to Lola, and asks her if she were going to pass him without speaking. In a reckless mood, he invites the people to drink with him. They gather about the tables before the tavern and take up their glasses. Lola and Turiddu secretly drink to their own love and good luck. Alfio enters, and Turiddu offers him a full glass. He refuses it, saying that it might be poison. Lola is overcome at this quarrel and goes out, accompanied by the women. Turiddu then challenges Alfio by biting his ear, according to the Sicilian custom. Having arranged to meet in the garden, Alfio goes out, followed by the villagers. Turiddu calls his mother, and asks her blessing, bidding her, should anything happen to him, be a mother to Santuzza, whom he has promised to marry. He bids her farewell, half disclosing, half concealing the fact that danger threatens him. Lucia, Santuzza, and the other women are gathered in the square when the cry is raised that Turiddu has been killed.